morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, aka yada yada yada. Woo! Excuse me while I woosah to channel in some good positive energy and push out the negative energy. Well, today is December the 16th. Uh, Happy birthday to my cousin Naya. Hey, happy 16th birthday. Oh, okay. That's from down in Raleigh, North Carolina. Happy birthday, sweetie. Alrighty. Today is Freaky Friday, you guys. And we are here in the house. And I'm here with my beautiful co-host, with the lovely voice of Miss Bernice.
You funny. You real funny. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody Friday is going well. Like Reese said, push out the negative and dwell on the positive and keep it moving.
That's right. We got to. And of course, our boy Molly Mall is in the back doing his 50 million one things that he do. Good morning, Molly Mall, and to the sea moss world in the market. That's about to blow up. Expansion. Boom.
That's it.
That is it. That is
Con-
it. Did you sleep well yesterday? Was your evening eventful yesterday, Miss Bernice?
it was pretty good. I mean, I can't complain. It was peaceful, and that's always a good thing in my neck of the woods, girl.
Peace is always good in anybody's neck of the woods. In the
Yes.
peace. Girl, I know you got the hot, juicy, what Molly called gossip, but we call it news. The trending topic news or the top topics
Uh,
of the news going on in our neck of the woods in the DMV. Girl, what you got for us today?
Well, this morning I want to start out by talking about again some of our missing kids in the DMV. We have a 16-year-old. His name is Jordan Harris. He went missing on Monday, December the 12th. Um, and all of this stuff is available on the police department's page, MPD. So Jordan is described as a black male with a medium complexion. He's about 5'10" in height and 120 pounds. He has black hair with a fade on the side and brown eyes. So, we really need to know about our missing children in the DMV. I mean, there is a whole list of them. We have one, her name is Deja Cherry. She's 14 years old. She went missing on Thursday, yesterday. So hopefully,
Mm.
we'll find our children. She was last seen in the 200 block of I Street Southeast on Wednesday, December the 14th, 2022. She is described as a black female, dark complexion, brown eyes, 5'2" in height, 105 pounds in black hair. She was last seen wearing pink sweatpants, a blue jacket, and a purple hoodie. We hope that all of these children will indeed be found safe. I'm saying safe because, honey, a lot of times they get found and, parents are going through some hard times.
Mm.
But on a good note, we're going to talk about our powerful black people. So, Harvard names new president of the school. Yeah. And her name is Claudine Gay, the school's dean of faculty of arts and sciences, as its 30th president, the first black person and only the second woman to hold the job. So we
Mm.
want to congratulate Miss Gay
Congratulations, Miss Claudia. All
on
right.
her yes on her accomplishment. We can definitely appreciate our black people rising to the top. Okay, now
Mm.
here comes a story that upset me a bit. Colorado police beat black vet to a pulp and then joke, laugh about it. So this is a vet. He became homeless, and what happened was he was sleeping in his car, and one of his clients walked up to his car and knocked on his window and asked him to take him to work. He was like he needed the $20, so he was taking the person to work. The police pull him over. His tag came off his car, but he put it in a back window to display it. So he didn't realize that it had fallen. So
Mm.
Everything went left. They was trying to get him out the car, talking about he smelled like weed and all this stuff. So they yank him out the car, they kick him, they punch him. He had black eyes.
Oh my
I mean,
word.
if you could see the picture of this man, they were laughing. Um, they it says they beat him mercilessly. Girl, I'm tongue tied, and now he's afraid to go outside. And the VA can't see him to treat his injuries. He was stopped on Sunday, October the 9th, in the downtown section of Colorado Springs by Officer Kobe Hickman for an improperly displayed license tag. But they beat this
Mm.
man. I mean, his injuries was so severe, it was ridiculous. I mean, these men serve our country and they get treated like trash. I mean, literally. And you can read more about this story. I found it on a page called Atlanta Black Star. He is currently suing them, of course.
And
Since
as
then
he
he has
should.
been, yeah. Since I mean this man's face, I mean it hurt me to my heart. I don't even wow. And to laugh and joke, and far as I know, there has been no punishment pertaining to these officers. Yeah, the court documents state he received facial lacerations and swelling and was transported to the hospital for evaluation and treatment. The officer who accompanied Gaddison to the hospital said she neither smelled, they say he smelled like weed. She neither smelled cannabis on Gaddison or noticed him slurring. So all they were trying to say he was drunk and he smelled like weed and all this stuff. It was crazy. One officer quoted, "I fucking threw him, drew him down, drew down on him when you were hitting him." I'm like, are we serious? They are
Oh,
paid to protect and serve.
mm. Instead of protecting and serving, they neglect and get on our nerves. That's why it's so many bad cops out there and it's mixed among the good cops. Now, for people like that, you say, yeah, defund the police. But there are a lot of good cops who do their job and love their people and want to serve and help their community. And it's because of people like those cops that make the good cops that want to, step up. Because we need somebody to help the people, help the folks.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
ridiculous.
it really is. But I congratulate the cop who was willing to say, "Oh, he didn't smell like anything to me," And
Woo.
his lawyers say he had two black eyes, a busted lip, and one eye was swollen shut with blood in his cornea. He was charged with 2 counts of second-degree assault on a police officer, resisting arrest, obstructing a peace officer, driving under the influence, and driving without license plate. He had no criminal record, nothing. His sister, who is also a vet, bailed him out $20,000 bond. Court shows that the assault charges were dropped and the DUI count was dismissed months later on December the 7th. The judge said the officers presented insufficient probable cause to require a blood test. I
Mm.
mean, this is crazy.
30 years worth of
This is
evidence
good
in
old
the Leo,
Colorado.
in the Leo police station got
Mm.
dropped. 30
Don't
years
make
worth
no
of
sense.
Yeah,
evidence, bro.
Don't make no
yeah,
sense.
girl. So we out here and I call this driving while black. That's what he was doing, driving while black.
I don't know
Honey,
if y'all never look at the comments, but I need one of y'all to keep your eyes on them because people got questions.
oh,
Monty
okay.
got a question for Bernice. I was hitting y'all in the private chat in the back. Y'all probably want to look
Oh,
at
I'm looking at the
I
prop.
can't
I'm looking at.
see.
Hold on. Let me see.
Where is
Let
the
me see.
private chat at?
You see, my question is,
I see it.
all
I
these
see it.
kids really missing because even the runaways, they'll be labeled as missing as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of kids out here running away because honestly, they want their freedom. When parents put, put down rules and regulations. A lot of kids don't want to adhere to that. So, they be like, I'm going to leave. I'm going to be good. Don't worry about me. And I tell my kids all the time, look, you could be careful who you depend on, because you think you're going to stay with somebody free of charge. It's not happening. It's going to run out. It's going to run out. They're going to want something. And stay with the wrong person, you're going to get more than what you bargained for.
Yeah, that's the truth. And you shouldn't want to lean and depend on nobody like that. You shouldn't want to be a hardship to someone else. After a while, you should want to carry your weight and do something to assist wherever it is that you're staying. Assist some kind of way. If you can't assist financially, maybe you could help do chores or do something to say, hey, I'm here, I'm part of the household, and I appreciate you giving me a spot to stay. Don't become the visitor from hell that don't want to leave. Because I had some visitors like that. All they want to do is turn up, party, sleep late, and it's just and you would definitely find out who your friends is and lose a couple of friends over that kind of stuff when people come to stay.
Yeah, well, Monty question, Monty, again, I say a lot of them are runaways, but in this society where our Black people are coming up missing because they want to harvest our organs, sex trafficking, all this stuff, we cannot be too sure as to what's going on. So for me, it's better to share the information and make sure that we are looking out for these kids. Because if your child run away and I see him, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, because let me tell you something. I had one son who was determined he wanted to be free. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna find you." And honey, he went and stayed with somebody. The person illegally enrolled him in school. I went up to the school and he was shocked to see me. I said, "Oh, you my child. I'm gonna find you, baby. Believe that." So it's you never know the story behind these missing children, but regardless of the situation, I want to put it out there so that these parents are feeling like somebody cares, because I care if your child get missing. Oh, he said he ran away and he came back 5 minutes later. I did that, E.
He ain't running away. He just went outside.
I'm telling you, I ran away. I told my mother, I said, I'm leaving. Packed my little bag, and my mom sings gospel in the DMV. So when she left and went for practice, I went right back in the house and went to sleep. She said, I thought you was leaving. I said, that's all I could say. I'm like, I can't be out there. I'm sorry.
He ran away for 5 minutes.
Yeah, girl. And we better use some common sense, especially in these days.
Wow.
Molly said he called them suckers. He said he said he went an hour. Molly said he ran away for an hour.
How old was y'all when y'all was? I know I did that. Ran away when I was like 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, girl, you was young. I think I was 13. I was in middle school. Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to go outside, so I don't. I had to die. I should have.
I know that's right, Monty. Monty say, I don't play with mines. I whip their asses in stores, schools, etc. And
Monty, you ain't got to worry
don't
about
care.
them running away. They're gonna take them. They gonna say, "Oh, he beating them everywhere."
My message on
That's. He said he beat them everywhere in stores. What? What did he say?
He said, I don't play with mines. I whip their asses in stores, schools, etc. And don't care if someone has something to say. And I think her name is Aya. She said there's a lot of sex trafficking of girls and boys here in Florida. So 9 times out of 10, when a child is missing and can't be found, they've been sex trafficked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot going on in this world, and we got to be honest. A lot of, especially teens, they want to be grown until they get out there and see what the world really like. And that's how a lot of these you don't see pimps on the corner no more. They sitting in the house. They using phones and whatnot, gaining their customers, but they will pimp you out real quick.
In the internet easily.
Yes,
Now,
Lord.
Backpage. Wow. You have any more news for us?
Okay, now I'm gonna give us some funny news. Girl, so German police are on a hunt for 60 containers of stolen bull sperm. Who steals bull sperm and why? I don't understand.
Um,
What?
is bull sperm supposed to be an aphrodisiac, or is that used to help the men get it up? I mean, because is that the new Viagra? Is that the new?
I don't know, but uh, my thing is, even if it is, who's swallowing that? What's no, Reese, something wrong.
They
Something
mix
is
it with stuff. Men
wrong.
are taking to keep the yang up. Men are so pressed
I don't
to,
care.
to get a stiff,
I
get a stiff one. They
care.
will take it.
You
They
are
will.
literally come on, Reese, come on. I'm sorry. I don't see that kind of desperation. Are you serious? You are drinking sperm. But then
You know
again,
what?
a lot of men talk about women swallowing, so I guess they just following suit.
But Bernice, as an aphrodisiac, they would take and eat any and everything. And I know in Asian cultures they take snake bile duck and they'll mix that with a drink and it help keeps the yang up. You know what snake bile duck is?
No.
Your guts, your intestines, your bile, where they poop.
Oh,
And they exactly they take it out of animals. They eat and take and drink and
uh,
consume a lot of
I'm about
stuff.
to I'm about to be sick. That's nasty. Oh, Ernest said I heard about that. Ernest, he said they once said bull sperm was in the energy drink Red Bull. They did. Yep. And I stopped drinking it. I
That's
drank it when I was working for Target overnight.
We should don't be playing with us, man. Women use that bull sperm shit for their hair.
they put it in.
Yeah.
Is that what they put it
Yeah.
in? It don't surprise me. They use the
And they
regular
put it in
sperm for their hair.
the monster drinks, them energy drinks. So
Oh, that's
it's for
nasty. That is
everybody.
nasty.
If you ever had a
Okay.
monster drink, you drunk it.
I'm not. Look,
Right?
Denise is the one that's disgusted by it. I'm not. So don't
Oh,
say
I
no.
did
DC,
drink it.
don't play with us. I don't
I ain't know.
surprise. I'm not surprised at nothing that they consume. We do some of everything.
Well,
I used to watch Andrew Zimmerman. They eating 1,000-year-old duck egg. I know they eat put some anything in them in their mouth. And for medicinal purpose, we even eat bone. We eat humans. So nothing. Don't never surprise me, baby.
I mean, hey, to each their own. If it works for you, that's your thing. I ain't want to judge. But one more story that's kind of funny. Arizona police ticket driver for carpooling with an inflatable Grinch.
What?
He wanted to be in the carpool lane and he put an inflatable Grinch in his passenger seat. Honey. Oh my God.
Yeah, they do. They do that. They do that even here. When they get on that what's that thing where you have to have more than three people? Now it's more than three. It used to be two, and they amped it up. You have to have at least three people to drive in that lane.
Yeah.
Gosh, what is the name of that lane that like I used to go down when we was going towards like we took going the back way to Virginia. What
It's
is
the
that
HOV lane.
HOV lane? Yeah, but I thought it was called something else. Is that what it is?
It's they say it's the HOV lane. Yeah, the
Yeah, it used to be two people. You could have you have to have at least two, but now they made it to you have to have at least three. They gonna make you carpool back and forth to work, but
honey,
exactly, baby,
that's crazy. That is so crazy. He said he noticed a suspicious looking green passenger.
a green pad.
Huh?
See these people, if they're gonna do it, they got to get the ones that look like regular people, put in the regular clothes, and put a hat
Oh
on
Lord,
them, and they would have got away with it.
girl.
Really would have got away with the little dummy passengers.
Oh, okay. We about to read these comments because they going in this morning.
What they saying?
Monty say she. Cause Molly said, we don't hit kids. Monty say shit. Yes, we do, Molly. And Ernest said, and I drank that for 12 hours straight when I was on a TV show. Lord.
The most.
Monty say, too late. You drunk it now. You drunk it already. Monty
He
said that's how
swallowed it.
all Reese said that's how Reese's lips got pregnant from that bull.
He swallowed it.
Monty is crazy. Oh Lord.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's get into the
Topic.
the topic of the day, y'all. I got a couple of videos I want to share with y'all, and just briefly after we share the videos, briefly to get our viewers' thoughts of what y'all think about this. You know, for the first topic, boom, let's get it, y'all.
82-year-old grandmother was arrested for a $77 trash bill. You will say, nowhere in the hell. Put up the picture full mass of this victim. It's a damn shame. This was in Alabama. The woman you're looking at was arrested for a $77 trash bill. One of the officers who came to arrest this beautiful soul, Miss Martha Menefield, an 82-year-old black woman. Cop comes to arrest her for failure to pay a $77 trash bill. He told her not to cry. He tapped her on the back as she was already in handcuffs. "Don't cry, Miss Martha," she recalled him saying. He kind of whispered it to me, "Don't cry. Let me tell you something. If I was a cop, and believe me, I never would be, but if I was a cop and I had an order to go and arrest an 82-year-old woman for a $77 trash violation, not paying a bill, that would be the day I took that damn uniform off. And listen, you cannot love a job so much that you're willing to sell your soul in order to clock in. Let me give you more background. When the officer told her not to cry, Ms. Menefield looked back at him and said this: "How would you feel if they came and arrested your grandmother?" She asked the officer. He did not respond. When two officers pulled up outside her Valley, Alabama home on Sunday, this grandmother did not know why they were present. The officers, one white, one black, got out of the car, approached her home, and one of them stated they were there to arrest her for failure to pay the trash bill. What did she do? What did this grandmother do? She laughed. She thought it was a joke. She thought somebody was pranking her. This can't be real. We're in America. It's $77. Okay, obviously you're playing. Ms. Menefield just laughed. She genuinely thought the officer was joking. He didn't budge. "You're not kidding," she recalled asking him. He wasn't. He was there to arrest her for failure to pay $77.80. She thought the bill had already been paid. She said Thursday afternoon, sitting on her front porch's rocking chair, but they said it hadn't. Ms. Menefield said the officers told her they would have to place her in handcuffs. She put her hands behind her back. "The front will do," they told her. Ms. Menefield slowed as she told the story. She held her arms out in front of her. "And the cuffs," she said, her eyes swollen with tears, "they're so heavy." On Tuesday, the chief of police, Mike Reynolds, defended the arrest. Put up this SOB. He defended the arrest in a post on the city's Facebook account. The chief stated, city code enforcement officers issued a citation, August 2022, for non-payments for the months of June, July, and August. And that prior to the citation, they tried to contact Ms. Menefield several times via the phone and in person. In the post, he also claimed when contact could not be made, a door hanger was left to explain the reason of their visit, had contact info for her to use. Wow. He said further, the citation advised this grandmother, okay, to appear in court on September 7th, 2022. A warrant for failure to pay trash was issued when she did not appear in court. The chief also argued, while officers can use discretionary judgment on certain matters, executing an arrest warrant signed by a magistrate judge is not one of them. I'd be damned. I know a couple of cops would not have served that warrant. They're good people. Better than you, chief. It's a grandmother, $77, okay? There's more. On Thursday, Ms. Menifee said she never received any of this. She never received any notice to appear, never was told to go to court. She said that her trash bill had not been paid. Her trash should have simply been taken and her pickup suspended. But arresting her, she said, was unjust and unnecessary. We concur, madam. Menifee said she wasn't in the Valley jail for long, but believes she should have never been there to begin with. I was in a little cage-like thing at the police station, she said. And I said, y'all put me in this cage? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Let's go to the mayor. Valley Mayor Leonard Riley. Martha is one of at least 24 residents arrested over unpaid garbage fees. They've become targets of a process that has criminalized debt in the city, which contracts its solid waste services to a private company. So far, city officials have been largely silent on the matter, with the exception of the chief's statement defending the actions of the cops. Why are these people going to jail? Because of a private damn company. This is to enforce compliance by any means necessary to increase the bottom line, to have more money in the budget, to take care of a private enterprise at the expense of the same people who pay your salary.
EJ.
Oh Lord.
You know,
Woo.
go ahead, Bernice. Go ahead. Bernice, you still with me? Hello? Where you go? Oh, okay. While we wait for Bernice to get back in, this is appalling, and of course it's unjust, but it's going to keep happening. We are the ones. When you're silenced, that means you're compliant. You know, it don't make no sense. But we're the one that allows stuff like this by taking place, by putting these sheriffs, these mayors, these governors, these officials in place so they could do these just things. You know, we vote on who we want the judge to be. You guys know we vote on everything when they do the primaries and all that stuff. You're just not electing your governors and your mayors. You're also putting people on the Board of Education, putting people in the judiciary system. We are putting people in place, and then when they vote, but a lot of people, when they come out to vote, they don't even pay attention who they saying. Okay, just clicking whoever's in there or whatever name they heard. We gotta do some due diligence. If you believe in the voting system, you have to do your due diligence and try to put people in there that's for you. If you don't believe in the voting system, then we need to protest, do something of it else. But this stuff is ridiculous. 82-year-old lady gets taken away in handcuffs, 82 years of living, and then you want to treat me like a criminal for $77 trash bill. And she's right. Why didn't they suspend her trash? Or when they came to serve her those warrants, I thought you have to serve the people the warrants and stuff like that physically, like it has to, in order for them to be served, they have to be like, you've been served, and have to give it to them directly. They said they leaving notes on her door and stuff like that. Does that count? How do they know they got the right house, or how do they know that she was even home at the time to get those notes? She said she didn't get anything. Good morning, Latrice.
Good morning, Latrice. You know, this is disturbing. It just goes to show again how money how money is so important. You know what I'm saying? That they would go to this senior citizen's house instead of trying to help her. They arrest this lady. I mean, what as even if I was an officer, I couldn't bring myself to do it. As my kids say, I'd be like, get somebody else to do it. Because there's no way with good conscience that I could go to this lady's house and say, you're being arrested for not paying a $77 bill. I will never live in Alabama, ever.
Now, I know up here in Maryland, it's included in your tax and your HOA fees and all of that. Trash pickup is included in that. They have to pay for this thing a separate fee for this for trash pickup or trash removal. And why didn't they suspend her services before they decide to take her to court? I thought that's what they usually do. Like if you don't pay your phone bill, they suspend your services before they take you up to court to make you pay for the charges. But she said her services was never suspended. She didn't know nothing about nothing. All she knew that she get up one morning and taken off in handcuffs.
I don't know. E is saying, what's the law regarding that in that state? Is she the only person that happened to? We really can't say, E. We really don't know. But in the same token, she's a senior. She could have received it and easily forgotten. When you get older, you tend to forget things. I'm not close to her age. I'll be like, what was I going to do? So in the same token, again, as E said, a cop could have taken a high road and just paid that for her. It's $77 freaking dollars. And let me say, I don't know if she have children or not, but you need to check on your parents when they get older. Make sure, especially if you notice that they're getting forgetful, make sure that their business is in line. If you can't do it, get somebody to do it. We can't just leave our parents out here, in this world, because people not going to take care of your parents like you would.
But Bernice, that process don't make sense. Why didn't they suspend her service? Why didn't they, because then that would have reminded her, hey, they not picking my trash up. Hey, because, dang, I got to pay the bill. They said 3 months in a row that she didn't pay three months of the bill, June, July, and August, right? And then in September, they put a bench warrant out on her. Why didn't they stop her services?
Yeah, I agree with that. Why didn't they stop her services? In the same token, Molly was saying they said many people, were arrested for this same offense. And the mayor said, why are they being arrested for basically a private company? Are you serious? I mean, this is it's ridiculous. And to have that kind of law in place where they're going to arrest you for not paying the bill, honey, if it was like that all over the world, we all be in jail at some point. In jail, you think they overcrowded now?
A money grab.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I'm sorry.
And then we don't even know if it's legally justified. It could have been somebody, clerk or billing error, because that happens. You pay the penalty for somebody else's oop or mistakes. Look what just happened to me this morning with my phone carrier. I had an old plan, an old policy that sorry. How do I turn that off? I had an old plan, a policy. Look, my eyes was fading. I didn't even know where to turn it off at. I had an old plan, right? So I'm already on automatic bill pay. So they should have went ahead and took the money and did with everything like they normally do, process my payment. Somebody in the billing department didn't do what they supposed to did. Make a long story short, they interrupted my services without no warning, no rhyme, no reasons, just off. I didn't even know it was off. I tried to call out. Okay? Because I'm like, hey, I got an appointment. Hey, what's going on? No service. Okay? And then they told me they want to penalize me and say, if you pay this reconnection fee, we'll restore your service. Wait a minute. First of all, I'm on automatic bill pay. You got my billing information. Take my money, and I shouldn't even have no reconnection fee. They do that to sometimes to try to do a money grab, to try to get extra. So we don't even know all the background to this, that this may very well be on their error, on their part. That it just don't sound right. Why didn't they suspend her services? Or why didn't there's before you get to arrest, I'm pretty sure they had steps leading up to it.
Right. I'm sure there's yeah, I'm sure that they have they come on. I mean, it's just not making sense to me. Ernest said now I want to see the contracts for the trash collection. I mean,
Molly Tracy says send him the link to comedian TMJ in the midday. Send him the link. He said that he'll come on the show. All y'all know who Tracy, my veteran comedian extraordinaire, and he would do his own show.
I don't know him, but welcome Tracy. Ernest said it seems like something they signed and didn't pay attention to what they signed. Yeah, a lot of us do that. My son was talking about that the other day. He was like, he said, I wonder what we be signing when you go like on an app and they have all this and say you must agree to do. Does anybody really take the time to read all that stuff before signing?
No, we really don't. We tell them, well, what this say, what this mean, and they give us the short of it, and we trust what they say, not thinking they doing some bull, some bull stuff to us. But we got to start reading the fine print if we don't want to get got. And sometimes the fine print don't make a difference anyway, because that could be an old contract and they just throw new stuff on you. When they own the company and business, they change the rules anytime they want to. And if they expect you to comply with it, they do whatever they want to do.
It's crazy out here. We better stop. They say if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in the book. Ain't that the same?
Do I got Tracy information or something? I'm friends with him or something?
Yeah. How he get in it? Well, send it to me and I'll send it to him. I forward it to him.
I thought he was in the comments. I put it.
I thought he was in the comments too.
Yeah, well, we have to start taking the time to read this stuff, y'all. I'm telling you, we could be signing away our life, signing up for a cult, anything could be happening. Signing. I'm trying to tell you.
They ain't had to lock Mama up though, man.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
Hurt me to my heart.
She was one of many. She won't miss that bill no more.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, Molly, somebody need to check on these seniors, and say, okay, well, I'm gonna check on and make sure her stuff up to date, make sure she got her medication, all that stuff, because they forget.
Yeah, $77. That's not that far behind. I think that's why they still was grabbing her trash. They'll let you go. It's like a cable bill. Like you can be a month behind, maybe 2, but once they get to like 500, they cut that shit off. I don't even think her.
But usually that's when they take you to court. The court proceedings itself costs more than $77 to take somebody in the court for $77. That don't even sound right.
I've never heard this. I've never heard of a law like this. That's why before you move to a state, you better investigate.
Yeah, they don't play, but it makes sense if it's business. Like she owes $77, and it just sound like her. But they said she was one of many people, so if it's hundreds of people who ain't paying their trash bill, and this company out there collecting their trash, and they got to pay these people to go out there and pick up the trash, they losing. So they gonna put pressure on the city to like, man, get these people to pay their trash bill, or we gonna leave trash laying around everywhere. So if you got 100 or 1,000 residents that ain't pay at least $100 of their bill, that's a lot of money sitting around. So they gonna find a way to enforce it, and that's one of the ways they do. They try to make examples out of a few residents, and they get the rest of them like, shit, let me pay mine ahead of time. But it's still messed up. I feel like one of them cops should have been like, what he said, like, man, how much the bill? Like, man, we're gonna pay this, make sure she good. Like, it wasn't that much. But
it just hurts me because they should have I don't even believe that they served that lady. listen to what they said. We put a notice on her door, or we did they really serve their paper? Just like those firemen that say, yeah, we look for them 2 boys in the fire and they didn't do nothing, and the 2 children perished because they lied and people be half stepping their job. Some people like, I ain't putting no summons on the door. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. So we don't even know if things really happen in place like they supposed to. All we know at the end of the day, they came and picked that lady up for $77 damn, 82 years old, and put her in a cage, she said. Demoralizing and demeaning. I would have cried too. I'd have been like, I'm 82 years old, never had any trouble with the law, and they going, this is worse than tax evasion. This is worse how they be putting people in jail over tax evasion. For a $77 bill trash pickup, they lock you up for anything then, huh?
Yeah. Evidently in Alabama they do, baby. Woo.
Except for the killers and the people that's actually out there committing heinous crimes.
Yeah, I think if she was white and that old, they would have locked her up for that bill.
Nope. I'm gonna be honest. No, I don't.
You
I
know,
don't even.
I hate to say that, but people don't realize how big colorism is in America. People, and they easily turn a blind eye. Easily. What happened to Black Lives Matter? What about old Black lives? What about all lives? They talk about all lives matter. Why didn't they step up for that lady?
Yeah, I don't know.
She could have had a heart attack or a stroke caused by that stress of being carried away in handcuffs or being, anything. Anything.
You notice the officer didn't respond when she said, well, how would you feel if somebody arrested your grandmother? So I know people, you sign up for that job and you never know what you're going to encounter. But at some point, we have to make a stand, period. Just like I told my kids, I said all officers not bad. And they remember the officers who are shopping with a cop. Those kind of things, they do happen in the community, but it seems like the bad outweighing the good,
No, it's just a few bad that overshadows the good. it's just because it's like when you good, nobody notice, but when you bad, everybody take notice of when you're bad. See, bad news travel faster than good news. That's why good news don't travel. That's why all the stories you see is bad. But something bad, oh yeah, that takes off. Peon. Do we got any more comments out there before we go to our next clip?
Ernest said they didn't take her to court; they took her to jail. He said, "I wonder if everyone that was locked up had notices placed on their doors. What was the colors of the other people that was locked up?" Louisa said, Alabama is deep south. Their rules and laws are not like northern state laws. Ernest said, would y'all feel bad if they raided her house and locked her up for selling drugs? No. That's a totally different scenario. That's a choice she made. How do we know that she didn't paying a bill versus selling drugs? Rachel Edmond grandma was selling drugs. I ain't feel sorry for her. That's a choice you made. But a bill is something different. And
that's different between breaking the law and getting the law thrown upon you. It's different. That's different when you are willfully breaking the law. This lady getting bills from a private company for her trash pickup, which I'm pretty sure the city contracted that contract and that budget and all that stuff, and probably threw it on the people. And that's what they do. All companies, they get more money. I feel like it's a money grab.
Yeah, it's definitely about the dollar, you know what I'm saying? But again, suppose she couldn't afford to pay the bill. Let's think about that. Because like you said, and like I said the other day, it's a lot of people out here struggling. A lot of people.
Oh, I see my man Tracy is in the building. Good morning, Tracy.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Sí, señorita. Gracias, señorita.
¿Cómo está?
Muy bien. ¿Y tú?
Equigwe.
Okay, now you just joking. We talking about the story about this 82-year-old grandma that get locked up and put in jail for taken away in handcuffs for $77 trash pickup bill. And that's Alabama.
Alabama. I read that article. I saw it on social media somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's a travesty. They wouldn't have done that to somebody that didn't look like her.
Now you former law enforcement, right?
No.
You former attorney?
Yes. Former
legal.
law.
Okay, you're a former legal person. Does that story even sound or make sense that they could just lock you up for $77?
Yes. One, there's a thing called laws, and they issued a warrant. It's a county offense or state offense, so that can happen. But long story short is they would not have done that to anybody that was Caucasizoid. The Caucasity and travesty that these pink fellows are putting our people through. That's it. That's all.
Agreed.
Hey, do I have nose hair? Can y'all see my nose hair? Go ahead. No nose hair? No. I'm good.
Yeah, you
okay, see, you good. We get ready to go to the second video. Let's see if you still be good during the second one.
I was wondering about our yesterdays and digging through the rubble. And to say the least, somebody went to a hell of a lot of trouble to make sure that when we looked things up, we wouldn't fare too well. And we would come up with totally unreliable pictures of ourselves.
What I'm about to say is going to upset some people.
But I've compiled what few facts I could, such as they are, to see if we could find out a little bit of something. And this is what I got so far.
Christopher Columbus did not discover America.
In this common search for our origins, the contributions, the achievements of the past.
Columbus himself was aware that African mariners had preceded him, including the Mali and the Moors.
Mansa Musa is one of the most incredible characters in history. Few of us have ever heard of him.
If we delve into our past,
the history of ourselves, the history of our true religion, our nationality, our names,
it becomes like the sun behind us. We will cast a shadow way into the future. And if we really make use of this awakening, and I mean to say this, that the Africans in the diaspora need to know that they are not alone, that they didn't begin with slavery. What is 500 years in history? We've been here for millions of years, more than we can count, because I believe that our strength comes from our past.
When I heard this, I just had to walk out of the church and Christianity because they never taught us our true knowledge.
And if we ignore our past, it will be like a pilot trying to fly without a compass. What's going to guide us?
These dances, these masks, these strange rituals have meaning. They describe precisely the relationship between a remote African tribe and the heavens. Beyond the Dogon knowledge of the dark star, the symbols reveal more information about the celestial universe. The understanding of astronomical movements led the Dogon to investigate the human anatomy.
The problem with it is, it makes us think about the entire history of science in an interesting way.
But not just that, it's so important to understand that in the University of Timbuktu, and because in Kemet, that is where the knowledge was.
Is the Dogon's relationship to Egypt that is most intriguing. Similarities can be noticed in the way the two cultures arranged their civilizations.
The Dogon have endured and preserved mysterious ancient knowledge,
containing all kinds of information. Now,
many cultures claim their knowledge was given them by godlike beings descended from the heavens. But the Dogons insist their gods descended from one star in particular, which they're able to identify and describe in detail. Does other evidence exist of this encounter between gods and men?
What y'all think about that? We go way, way back, of course, from the beginning of time. The oldest living skull. The oldest skull that they found was of a black woman. So, you know, but we all know that, and that's where color come from and all that good stuff. And even the absence of color still come from color. Color. And so what do you think about that? When you
Who first?
That?
Who's first? Who's first?
Tracy, you first.
Let me go in. I'm gonna go in. When they went to our African brothers and sisters dancing to the drums, that connection, National Geographic. And this is what I gotta tell you about white people and National Geographic. If you go through the history of National Geographic, there's always our people in the motherland shaking and jumping up. You know why? Because National Geographic was the first white man's pornographic magazine. They was the only one highlighting African titties and covering up the men when they were. You gotta watch. Look at the pictures. You see, they made the men cover up because men were walking free, just like women were, just jiggling and dangling. But now, where's National Geographic? Where? They're taking pictures of orcas and stuff like that, hanging out in the snow. You know what? We won't let them do that no more. We free and we know better. Africa had to tell them, you want to see these? Got to pay for it. But anyway, let me stop preaching. Let me stop preaching.
What do you think about King Mansa Musa? What do you think about Mansa Musa? First, do y'all know who Mansa Musa is?
You mean was?
Yeah, well, yeah, thank you. You know,
you know who he is? I knew who he was. I knew who he was.
Like this a Mansa Musa walking around out there now. You know how names go back up. Do you know who he was?
Yes, I knew who he was.
Okay,
he was the father of my forefathers, my father's father,
father. He was the richest man in the world at one time. They say
I got one earring. I got one earring in Mansa Musa. One earring,
Mansa Musa, because he was the richest king in the world. The Europeans saw that gold and that money. Mansa Musa was going around giving gold bricks. Here, you get a gold brick. You get a gold brick. You get. He was better than Oprah. And they was like, we got all of this, and they tried to. And they wondered what he got. They were like, ooh, he rich and he's cultured. Where did he get all of them jewels from? And he traveled with a caravan of 500 plus people.
Hey, hold on, Reese. You had me at Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
I was like, did you say Jerusalem or Jerusalem? I was like,
oh my God.
When I get excited,
I'm asking for the people that's asking.
Jews and stuff, you know, it's just Molly, you know, this is the stuff they don't teach us in school. This is the kind of stuff that we got to go digging for our own to tell our own this. But it's worth for Google.
I ain't Googling nothing. First, you got to show people how to spell it. Everybody can't spell.
Mansa Musa.
I'm good at sounding out words. Don't ask me to spell nothing.
Look, you can talk it into the phone. Just say Mansa Musa. And he said it smelled like it sound.
Mansa Musa.
Which ain't even in a place anymore. They don't even call it.
No, it ain't. Hey, Reese.
Yes, sir.
Are those real books or pornographic DVDs behind me?
Oh, Jesus, my Lord.
What is that?
They are CDs, cassettes, DVDs, albums.
What's on them?
It's a little bit of everything. A little bit of
Booty Call 14. Pull Booty Call 14 out. I'm gonna come get it. I'll make a comment.
Oh my Lord Jesus today.
Hey, don't be putting my business out there. But well, everybody.
No. Hey, Reese, you know what, Reese?
Get these VHSs.
Reese, you know why? Ain't nobody come get your ass, Reese? Because you're half-assed.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I know that. That's why ain't nobody do it.
Remember the last time I saw you? I said, "Girl, when I get my money right, I'm gonna get you an ass."
You gonna give me the other cheek? You told me to turn the other cheek. You really gonna give me the other cheek, Tracy?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna get you the other cheek.
So I could tell
I'm gonna
because
get you.
it's hard sliding down the pose with one cheek.
I'm
People
gonna
don't
get.
understand.
I'm gonna see y'all get that BBL. Yeah. Yeah.
Only on one cheek, right cheek, left cheek,
Yeah.
cheek, right cheek.
But make sure
that
they
way-
even.
Exactly, and that's how she gonna find out what's a good side.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Tracy, you clowny. You ain't no damn make no damn sense. Look, we got one. Tracy, you gonna like this video? We got one more video to share. This video tickled me. This is.
Hey, but now let me say
hilarious.
something though. You're taking me back to public school, back when I knew it was gonna be a good day when they rolled the TV into the classroom. That's what you do.
Yes, Lord, that was the day.
You just like because they was got dark and you was going around goosing people and messing with people. Who hit me? Who popped me with that rubber band? You was back in the class 10 people that wasn't you?
No. Actually, I was in the front of the class because I always needed glasses but didn't wear them.
You needed glasses but didn't wear them.
Exactly. So I was in the front of the class so I could see the chalkboard. So I was in the front. Because my teacher was nothing to look at. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
All right, what's the next video? Let's go to the next video before I change the subject.
Molly, y'all gotta watch this and pay attention to this one. Look close.
Okay, let's go. Duh, we're waiting. Great job.
Nice.
Hey, yo, Snoop.
Oh, what up, Dre?
Hey, I'm counting right.
I'ma be for Rizzo with you, Dre.
What up, dog?
I don't know how to count past one.
You ain't been watching Sesame Street?
When I watched it, they only got to the number one. So I was gonna chill to the next episode.
It's all good. I'm a baby. Hey, what's up, Biggie? You know how to count past one? Oh, bro, one time I was counting and reading the magazine. For real? And then I woke up and realized it was all a dream.
Many men wish snaps upon me. Tears in my eyes, dog, and I can't see.
Oh, what up, nephew?
What up, gangsta?
I know you know how to count past one, cuz. Your name a number.
Nah, I don't know how to count. I can say my ABC.
Oh, for real? I gotta see that, cuz.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
What the hell?
Why didn't I think of that shit?
Yeah,
That
what
was
could have
hilarious.
happened?
That was hilarious. I mean, come on now. That was funny. That was hilarious. That tickled me. And
Yes,
I'm
it
thinking,
did.
I'm like, it was like, Snoop, you ain't count right, but Dr. Dre was the only smart one. How about that? He's the only one that knew his ABCs and numbers.
Wow. That 50 Cent, though, your name a number. You got it. Oh,
Even little baby Biggie was up there. No, it was all the
exactly. That was hilarious.
Lord.
That tickled me. That is something to, in your Freaky Friday on. That was a bright point.
Yes, it was.
A bright
Yes,
spot.
it was. Yes, it was. That was an amazing clip. It's an amazing
Tracy, tell the people what you got going on, what you doing.
clip. February 5th, at the Five Sister Lounge. First ever to do it, and it's like I always do it. Comedy brunch.
Okay.
I can't get the comedian's name. There's only one and done. It's the host, and then the comedian, the entertainer. It's gonna be there, right? It's gonna be at the Five Sisters Lounge. February
Where's
5th.
that at?
It's a brunch. It's in Laurel, Maryland. It's Laurel, Maryland. I don't have the address and all that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's what's up. But hold up, I gotta say this. For everybody that's been to the Five Sisters Lounge and experienced a bad experience and said, I'll never go back, please come back February 5th. Do that. She's gonna be different. I bring change wherever I go.
You
I like
bring
got a
change
quarter
wherever
right
you
here. Yeah, I got a quarter and some pennies. So yeah, change.
I
Won't he
just
do
want
it?
to add, Tracy was down at the Improv last Tuesday before last. Him and DA the Barber, and it was that man Improv night was freaking hilarious. We had fun, cracked up. That was like the improv was so it was funny. It was like that. Tracy got up there, did his thing, and did the Barber. It was funny to me. I had a good time whenever Tracy be involved in something. We have a good time anyway.
That's what I do.
You know,
I put the F. I put the F and fuck it.
You put the F in fuck. Okay.
Y'all thought I was gonna say fun, didn't you? But I was like, nope. I was gonna say fun.
All right.
So for those of y'all, you know.
But anyway.
Hey, is DJ Slick You Boo Boo in the house? Good morning.
I haven't seen them.
Slicky.
Hey, Lady B, why are you all in a black and white photo? How old is this picture?
About a month.
About a month ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm just looking at it. I'm like, this is a black and white picture right there. But I get it. What, you're not looking your best today? What's happening? Let's talk about it. Is your hair not done?
My moment. Oh, look, if your hair's not done. That picture? I'm bald headed.
That's what I'm about to say. If your hair ain't done, go get a brush. But I understand you probably ain't got those long batty eyelashes on, so you need those. Because I'm pretty sure your man said, baby, you know them stupid eyelashes that everybody wearing right now? Go ahead and get them. You got them?
She got them.
No, I ain't got the ones everybody wearing. That's a lie. That's a lie, because they got the ones that look like they about to fly. No, sir.
All right, here's the question, Lady B. If you was in front of a candle and blinked, would a candle go out?
Nope.
She lied. Well, you had to think about it.
Nope, it would not go out. I don't wear lashes like that. No, sir.
Hey, Marie.
I call them bat wings.
You see how long her response is?
Like she had to think about it.
Bernice,
Ernest, don't you come for me. Don't make me put you on blast, nigga.
Who's Mel? Whatever that is. Me, L.
Good show, y'all.
Good show.
Hey, dog, what's your handle? What's your handle?
See, Molly, the $1 million.
Molly DC 202.
Oh, Molly. Okay, got you. Is that an ad sign or that's an ad sign?
Yeah, that's an A, MALLY.
Yeah, he creative, man.
Yes, he is. He's the man.
Oh, I'm spelling Molly different. I spell Molly with an M-O. And if it's
Molly, his name is Molly, like Bob.
Malik, like Malik or Molly. Molly for real?
Yeah, you go to the mall.
Yeah. Here's a question. You got video footage and all that?
I got all that.
Send it to TMJ Inc. in the middle. I just send it to me. Send it to me. I'm gonna run it tomorrow.
Nah.
Cause look, I'm listening to you. I can hear rap voice. I can hear Eric B. That's how you sound. So I'm like, I'm gonna check you out, and then I'll run it tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
You know Eric B is?
I sing a lot, man. I be singing every Friday down the Chateau.
Oh, what night? Every night?
Friday.
Every night?
Friday
night.
So I'm gonna be down there. I'm gonna be down there tonight. Come see me, man.
No, not tonight. Next Friday, I can fall.
It's a good night. Wale supposed to come through. So I think.
All right.
I can't make it. Look, my schedule, my business. I got a plan.
I ain't saying you should.
I got a plan. Yeah, I got a plan for this shit. You know how it is.
I get it.
Look,
yeah, but
Tracy,
next
when
Friday,
I asked you
I'm
about
there.
CMOS, Molly Mall is my CMOS man. That's what I said. That does a great CMOS, and he do the lemonade and put it in everything, and it's good.
Hey, Molly, I got a question. Is Molly in?
Mm-hmm.
Now his, hey, Mark, are you putting steroids in her CMOS?
I gotta be able to get it first. If I get steroids, I'm going straight to the athletes. I ain't.
Yeah. Nah, man. Reese over there look like Hulk Smash.
Look, I always look like Hulk Smash. I always look like a black She-Hulk. Shut it up, Tracy.
Hulk angry.
Yeah, don't get some more skin rubbed off for you, Tracy. I'll rub you out. Don't get no more skin rubbed off for you.
Let me tell y'all a story. Y'all familiar with massages? Have y'all ever had a massage? Yes, no? Anyway, so look, Reese got those strong Hulk hands, right? And she said, "Jay, I do this and that." I had a little knot on my back, right up in here. Had knot right there. It still come back. I gotta go to the massage out. But Reese and her Hulk hands, right? Came behind me and said, "Trace, I got you." Proceeded to give me an unauthorized massage. It felt so fucking good.
Okay.
Totally unauthorized. You know what I'm saying? I felt so violated and weak and vulnerable at the time. So if I'm pregnant, it's hers. But let me go back to this.
Oh, Reese.
Listen. Oh, she was so into it, and so was I. And she rubbed the skin off my damn shoulder, right here, right there, right around there. Is this? I gotta look. I'm just getting my color back in it from the scab finally falling off. And when I say a deep tissue massage, she went past the fucking bone. She was all in the bone marrow.
But did I get that nut out? I got that nut out to that.
Yeah, long story short is if you need a massage, you can roll the dice on Reese, but you're also rolling the dice on your fucking skin.
Burnt up. Hey.
Now I'm gonna be known for skinning niggas. See?
Exactly, without a knife.
Y'all funny.
It was a good show, y'all.
This has been another episode of the Morning Mac Show. Tracy, you are welcome to come back anytime. It don't got to be on Freaky Friday. Anytime you want to come on, get on, jump in. Because I love your energy. I love your jokes. You funny as hell. You the light-skinned Corey Holcomb, I think, come because you dark. You dark with it. So, getting people more. And when you come on, the people seem to like it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I'll be back. This is my Grinch hat. I'll be back.
This your what hat?
Grinch. My Grinch hat.
Grinch.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got to call it a day. Give him something.
Hey, Marty, don't forget to hit me, Marty. Hit me up on IG.
I got you, bro. I'm sending you all my music.
In the morning, you got a cup in your hand.
Well, it's not the morning for me. My days start at 12 a.m. But my days end at 5.
Okay. All right, Lady B.
What?
You got
Who's your barber, Lady B?
My daddy name was Butchie.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Uh-huh.
You supposed to go with it, explain, Tracy.